perfect. I've got it. I've got it. I've got it. Okay, Ace. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being patient. And I'm so pleased to see you guys here. So I'm going to keep an eye on the chat whilst I can. Okay, we have London, Buckinghamshire. Where else are you guys checking in from? Let me know. It's so lovely to see your faces as well. So Essex, amazing. So for those of you, and I know that it's very easy to opt out when we're given the chance, but I always love seeing faces. So I would love to see as many of you on video as possible, even if you're not perfectly put together. Like, this is just us in this space, guys. So I would love to see your faces. So what I'm going to do is also go ahead here. Okay, so we've got Amy, Christabel, Emily, Poppy, Pretty, Sean, Tammy. Amazing. It's so lovely to see so many of you. Awesome, awesome. So guys, what I want to do is make sure that we squeeze as much into the time that we have here as possible. And obviously the purpose for us gathering at this time is to really have a chat about, you know, what's going on with the current circumstances. You know, I just want to show up and support you as much as possible. Look at me, I'm like grabbing my notes and all sorts. So, you know, I know that obviously first and foremost we're in a situation where we feel like everything is completely changed. You know, we're in isolation, we're trying to figure stuff out, and you know, it's meant that businesses have changed, social situations have changed. And I just really wanted to first and foremost welcome you and come into this space and just say, you know, when you are in a moment of wondering, you know, how to create consistency in a time that doesn't feel consistent, there's actually a lot that you can do. And you know, from my own personal experience, you know, yes, my kids are home, you know, things are really different in that respect, you know, managing family and not going out and about and having to work from home full time, etc. And also, you know, managing business alongside other things. It's a juggle. It's different circumstances for all of us, whether we have kids or not. But the reality right now is that we are being encouraged to operate completely differently, and it's sensible that we do so. But for those of us that are running businesses at the same time, especially when we're service based, it means that, you know, that creates a lot of change, and obviously we find ourselves in this situation not through choice. So I want to check in with you on the chat now and just let me know, like, how you are feeling in the current circumstance. How have you been operating? Like, what's the general feeling? Like, if you can sum it up in 1 or 2 words. And just to give you a heads up, like, this is absolutely going to be like participation based, because I want to make sure that you guys are squeezing every drop, and I'm really certainly doing the best way I can. So it's really nice so that I can do that to get some insight from you guys. And I'm going to keep an eye on the chat box here, just to get a real understanding of how you're feeling about things right now, like how this is showing up for you and how things have shifted for you. So let me know what this looks like for you. And also I'm just going to fully check right now that you guys can still hear me and see me okay. So I'm just going to keep an eye on that chat box. Let me know what this means for you. Like, have you felt fear? Have you been ticking over as usual? You know, what have been the stresses? What have been the switch ups for you? And what does this look like? And I'm going to make sure that I can see you here. Don't be shy. Also, just give me a heads up. Make sure that you can see me and hear me okay. I always like to get some feedback in the chat. Trying to look for other ways to generate business. Yeah, so pre-sales and vouchers, ups and downs, but trying to stay positive and looking at doing new things. I've done my first online videos last week, which felt great. Also, I couldn't hear you and see you. Okay, awesome. So this is really insightful, because obviously what I'm hearing here is that you are starting to see those shifts, and you know, the reality in this, and I have so many notes to share with you guys, and so many things that, you know, I can help, want to guarantee not to lose clients, absolutely. And you know, I'm just back in here keeping an eye on the chat. you know, the reality of the situation, Sian says it's pretty scary, and trying to stay positive and keep doing makeup and tutorials to keep sane and busy. Yeah. I've used this time to revamp my Instagram, and I've turned it into a bridal look featuring vendors for my work. It's all about everyone coming together at this time. 1,000,000%. And that's why it's such a joy to obviously host this call and to see so many of your faces. Like, this is like, seeing this is so lovely. So lovely. You know, a big part of what we are being encouraged to do right now is to be fully present. So the first thing, and there are like so many, as you can see, there are so many things that I really want to share with you, because just to give you some insight, guys, the place that I'm at in my business right now, you know, whilst my day-to-day circumstances have changed in terms of like staying home and being with my family, my business hasn't really changed at all. And there are some fundamental reasons why. And actually acknowledging that right now, I know that that's not necessarily the norm for a lot of people, and hence why I wanted to do this call. So I wanted to show up and be completely present and give you some insight as to what that looks like, because I've been through so many years of developing my business that, you know, as many of you will know that are in my Facebook group or follow me on social media, it's been I've been very consistent in my messaging for a really long time in saying, you know, yes, now more than ever, but generally speaking, it's so important for us to have online businesses. So, you know, the situation that we are in right now in terms of, you know, our world's becoming much smaller, and us having to be here in the now is to, you know, choose how we want to feel about the situation. And this is one of the biggest reasons that I wanted to connect with you guys, because connection is so important. So the first thing that I really want to acknowledge here is, you know, it's about being totally present for yourself more than anything, because as we know, we are our businesses. So a big portion of what I'm going to share with you during this conversation is things that you can be doing to take care of yourself and keep yourself in a good mindset and keep yourself moving forward in your business, both from a mindset side and from a practical side. Because when you show up as your business, that dictates every result that you see, every decision that you make, and therefore the results that you see tomorrow and weeks and months down the line. So actually being really present in the here and now and choosing to show up in a way that feels good is super important. So I also really want to acknowledge that it's very real to feel anxious or scared or fearful right now. Like, we've all had those moments, I'm absolutely sure. And like, I'm just going to check in with you again on the chat here. Like, if you have felt anxious, fearful or scared over the past couple of weeks, just put a yes in the chat box, because we're all showing up and like sharing the realness of this situation. Yeah, I'm seeing some yeses come through. And, you know, I had one day where I was like, today is just like, I just need to sit down, have a cocktail and watch a really funny film. And that's exactly what I did. Because sometimes it's really important to show yourself that kindness. Yeah, I can see some yeses from you guys. Who else is this resonating with? Yeah, totally. So the first thing that I want to say is be completely present. Now, for those of you that know me to a certain degree or don't know me at all, you know, I'm a global makeup artist. I am a business mentor to hair and makeup professionals, and have been for a number of years now. And, you know, the journey that I have been on myself was, you know, years ago, I was feeling challenged in my makeup business. I was wanting to grow and I didn't know how. And one of the big limitations for me was not knowing how to scale and develop my business, but also at that point in my life years ago, I was crippled by anxiety, and that was a big, you know, challenge that I had to overcome in order to have the business that I wanted, to overcome the fears that I had. And so, you know, that was a huge milestone in my life, and it has allowed me to create massive change, to develop a business that I love, to overcome those fears and actually help other women do the same thing. So in this moment where we are feeling anxiety, we are feeling scared, we are feeling fear, the most important thing that I can share with you from my own personal experience of feeling anxiety and fear to a crazy level is to be totally present. Because when you think about it, when we are in those moments of fear or anxiety, what's typically happening is our mind is kind of wandering into the what ifs. Oh my God, what if this happens? this is the worst case scenario, what if this, what if that? And actually it's catastrophizing. It's kind of sending your mind to the absolute limit of what could negatively happen in this situation. And when you find yourself in that thought pattern, what's actually happening is you are completely projecting yourself into something that isn't actually happening right now. It's projecting your mind into a potential future, into a potential reality that isn't even your truth right now, that hasn't even happened. So when you feel, first and foremost, when you feel yourself in moments of anxiety, fear, or, you know, that overwhelming sense of feeling scared, just take a minute and breathe, like feel your physical body, because we often become very tense and very tight. You know, you might have a tight jaw, you might be curled up. So just relax, like physically relax your body as much as you can. Take a breath and just remind yourself that that isn't your current reality. Be completely present, because you know, and we can all connect with this right now, you can see and feel right now that you are absolutely okay. You know, look around you, like everything is safe ultimately. So that's what I can absolutely suggest, and it works wonders when you feel your mind worrying about the what ifs. So just really center yourself and come back to being totally present. Okay. Another thing that is really going to help you at this time and help your business is connection. One of the things I love most is not just makeup, but actually the women that I get to work with. So for me, when I feel like I'm in a state of, you know, feeling low, or just, you know, feeling lonely, or anything that might have you feeling less than you know that you can be, one thing that certainly lifts me is connecting with people. And obviously this is the beauty of, again, online business, is you get to connect with people all over the world. So as we are right now, so don't hesitate for a second to connect with people when you feel like you need picking up, because I'm sure that you'll also get other people, other sisters reaching out to you for the exact same thing. And that's what really creates this network, this level of support, and, you know, ultimately lifts our energies. So when you need that moment, when you need to drive your business forward, and I do this all of the time, even outside of current circumstances, and this is another thing that continues to drive my business forward, is I connect with like-minded people. So I get on the call with other female entrepreneurs, I get on the calls with other makeup artists, and it's that sense of community and that sense of sisterhood that massively lifts me. And not only lifts me, but the reason I do it in my day-to-day life in my business is because it allows me to get juiced up and excited about my goals, about what I want to achieve, about sharing common values. And that's, you know, such a beautiful element to the work that I do with my clients, is that all of my clients get to connect together into a private members only space where they can share that journey and share that experience as part of the sisterhood. Because the connection with women who are, you know, in your industry and sharing, you know, like-minded goals and a similar journey, it's unparalleled, it's invaluable. So, you know, think right now, and if you have your pen, I hope you have your pen and paper to hand, but just really take a minute to acknowledge the people in your life that bring you the most joy. Now, they might be in your household right now, you might be in isolation with them, but you also might not be. So it's about making the conscious choice to connect with people in your world that lift you up, that make you feel loved, that raise your vibration. Because yes, this absolutely relates to your business, because when you show up in your day-to-day life at a higher vibration, feeling good, coming from a place of positivity, it will drive you forward and it'll allow you to manifest some really great stuff in your business. So this is like fundamental stuff before we even go into this and that you can be actually putting into play in your business. So far, you know, I've talked to you about the importance of being present and the importance of human to human connection. Another thing that's really, really important is finding joy. So at this point in our lives when we are being almost forced to be present, it's really important for you to focus your time and energy on doing things that bring you joy. So that's finding joy in going for your walk or doing that exercise that you want to do when you leave the house. It's, you know, spending time with people that make you feel good. It's also taking time out for yourself. So, you know, for me on the weekend, the things that bring me joy, I played games with my kids, I did some painting, I watched some funny movies, I ate some really great food with my family. So it's about spending time doing things that, you know, make you feel really, really good. Again, that energy that you are putting into how you are consciously choosing to spend your time is going to drive your business forward, because it means that the time that you are in your business, you are showing up at a higher vibration in a way that feels good, feeling energized, feeling like you've been taking care of yourself. Because as we know, we are in an industry that is all about self-care, and it's really, really important that you give yourself that kindness of self-care as well, because you can't expect someone else to invest in, you know, in you to improve their self-care if you can't give yourself that courtesy too of, you know, that kindness, giving yourself self-care. So that can be taking a bath, painting your nails, hibernating to read Vogue, like whatever it is that makes you feel creative and connected and energized, and like you're really taking care of yourself and taking care of your energy. That's super, super important. So again, I'm going to check in with you guys on the chat now, like what is the thing for you in or outside of business that makes you feel good, that you know if you go and do that for 10 minutes, 30 minutes or an hour, it totally changes your state of being? Like, is it diving into magazines? Is it being online? Is it having a bath? Is it watching a funny movie? Is it like connecting with someone really special in your life that makes you feel more energized? Because there are so many ways of doing this, and self-care means something different to absolutely all of us. So what is your self-care practice? And this is an interesting one, because for me, if you'd have asked me this question years ago, if I'm totally honest, I would have been like, I have no idea, because I wasn't necessarily in a rhythm, in a natural rhythm of giving myself self-care and taking time for myself. And actually, I'm going to give you like some real insight here. Yesterday afternoon, I took a nap, which might seem so basic, but I went for a 20-minute nap, and that was the first time I had done that for myself in probably over a year, and it felt amazing to just go and chill out. And it meant that when I then came back to everything that I wanted to get done, I felt way more energized. And that's exactly how I'm really recommending that you guys take care of yourself right now, whether it's a nap or something else. It's about you creating time for yourself to take care of yourself, preserve your energy, re-energize yourself, so that when you come back into your business, you feel good and you're doing it from a place of positivity, energy, feel good vibes, because that's what you then channel into your business. So if you think of it this way, spending 8 hours in your business in a typical working day, feeling low energy, feeling disconnected, feeling scared, or feeling overwhelmed, your productivity is going to be absolutely shit. It's going to be through the floor. So the reason this is so important for you, but also your business, is because if you shifted that and you said, okay, I'm going to give myself 2 really productive hours because I took a step back, I took care of myself, I practiced some self-care, I connected with people that made me feel good, and now I'm coming into my business feeling energized, knowing exactly what I want to get done, with the right kind of energy that is going to attract high energy people to work with me, that is far more productive than spending 4 times more time in your business that day at a lower level. Does that make sense? Just want to check that this is like cool with you guys. You'll get following me. Okay, so I'm getting like skincare routine, glass of bubbly, having a pamper, putting your comfies on. Oh my God, yes. A big gin, meditation, chilling, watching movies, sunrise or sunset, beach, working out, meditating, dog walking, DIY, amazing. Like, those are absolutely things for me. Playing music, that's a big one for me too. So I always find that when I need to pick my energy up, or I want to relax, or I want to create more energy, putting on a killer tune totally changes our state. That's like, this is all like scientific level stuff as well, guys. Like, it's known to be true that when we show up in our businesses and when we show up in our lives with a higher level of energy, we naturally are more productive, our minds are more assertive, we actually do make better decisions. So this is like real business stuff, because you are your business. So it means that in the time that you show up, you're going to make more money, you're going to get more clients, you're going to be more productive, you're going to see more of the results that you want, and you're going to attract more of the opportunities that you want for yourself. So this is big stuff. Another thing that is super, super important that I do every single day is journal. Okay, so taking time to journal is a really amazing way of connecting with yourself. So no matter how you're feeling, whether you're on a high or a low, or you're feeling challenged, or you're celebrating something that you really succeeded with in your day, taking a minute to journal is actually taking a minute to acknowledge how you are feeling and also your progress. So I really encourage those of you that aren't journaling already, raise your hand if you're already journaling. I can see a couple of you that are already clients of mine on this call, like Tammy, I know you journal. Christabel, I know you journal. Poppy, awesome. I can see you raising your hand there. Good stuff. So if you're not journaling, if you're journaling, amazing. If you're not journaling, that's okay too. But I would highly recommend that you build this into your daily routine. And again, like, it can be 2 minutes, it can be 10 minutes, it can be however long you want it to be. But again, it's just giving yourself that kindness, and also it's a really cool way of tracking your progress and seeing how you evolve from day to day, from week to week, especially when you're growing a business, right? Because it's such a joy to go back and be like, that's where I was and this is where I am now, and it feels really good acknowledging that progress that I've made. Awesome. Love that, Amy. So like, fully putting your hand up, like, yes, this is something you want to do for yourself. Yeah, absolutely start. Okay, so we've talked about being present, we've talked about connection, we've talked about doing things that feel joyful and create joy in your life, and journaling. Another thing that really connects nicely with that is to find the gratitude right now, because I know, especially for those of us that watch the news, it can be very daunting, it can be very overwhelming, it can feel very scary. And there's a balance here, because the next thing that I really wanted to share with you is about staying informed. So I'm connected with some really cool chicks actually in a mastermind, and the promise that we've actually made to ourselves is that we stay informed. Like, we're smart business women, right? So it's really important to have key information, to know what's going on and stay on the ball with that, especially with everything that's going on and the importance of that in society right now. So there's that, but also, you know, just choosing to come from a place of gratitude. So it's actually like putting a pause button on all of the noise and all of the things that don't serve us and all of the things that create fear, and actually choosing to get into a higher vibration. Because for those of you that haven't worked with me or don't know my work, one of the most fundamentally important things to acknowledge in generating a business that you love, creating 5- and 6-figure businesses, which is totally possible for you, is to actually get yourself into a vibration that meets where you want to go. So if you are, you know, the flip side to that, if you're feeling like really low energy, you know, negative, challenged, disrupted, etc., if you're wanting to work with high-level clients up here that pay you really well, that love the work that you do, that are energized, that are excited to work with you, their energy is up here. So in order to create that business for yourself, you need to be putting these practices into place so that you can bring your energy to meet them up here, because they're not going to come down to your level. It's about you really choosing to operate at a higher vibration. And the number one thing in your day, in your life, that you can do for yourself that is going to see unparalleled results is to show gratitude for everything that you are already experiencing. Now, we all have stuff to be in gratitude for. So, you know, you could sit there and be like, well, I'm not earning the money I want to earn. I'm not seeing the clients I want to see. I haven't got this. I haven't got that. I'm not doing this. Those are the things that are going to keep you stuck. So the best thing that I can share with you right now, and the thing that is going to see you make exponential growth in your business, is to come from a place of gratitude. So it's actually showing appreciation for the fact that you are already a business owner, showing appreciation for the fact that you get to be on a training like this that is going to help raise your energy, showing your appreciation for the other women that get to show up and be part of this call to raise this vibration, you know, being present for your life, appreciating your health, appreciating your family, appreciating any clients that you do have, appreciating money that you do have in the bank, food that you do have in the cupboard, the fact that you heard the birds sing today, that you saw the sunrise. Like, there is so much to appreciate, because again, it sounds woo-woo, but also on a scientific level, when you are showing up in appreciation for the big and the small things in your day-to-day life, it raises your vibration, it allows you to attract more good stuff. So as we know, what we focus on, we attract more of. So if you choose to focus on fear, negativity, you know, all of the things that feed that fear and that disconnect, you'll create more of it, you'll manifest more of it, because you're choosing for that to be your experience. You might be coming from that place, but if you choose to raise to a higher level by practicing some of the things I'm sharing with you on this call, you'll naturally start to improve your vibration. And it is universal law that when you start to raise your vibration by taking care of yourself, by showing gratitude, by showing contentment, by connecting with people that make you feel good, by doing things that make you feel joyful, whether it's taking a nap, grabbing a gin and tonic, having a bath, watching a movie, you know, whatever it might be, these are the things that actually allow you to raise your vibration and connect with clients and money at that level. So as you continue to rise, you will naturally start to see more of the opportunities, the money and the clients coming in, all of the things that you want, because what you're doing is you're making a conscious decision to rise to a higher vibration where all of those things live. Does that make sense? And again, I'm just going to check in with you, like, just give me a chat if this is resonating with you. Because this is all about, you know, and this is why I talk so much about sisterhood and community. And for us in the beauty industry, I don't feel that there is enough of this sisterhood. And I want to be someone that becomes an advocate for the importance of connection and creating a higher vibration together, rather than cutting each other down, rather than feeling competitive towards one another. Like, I guarantee every single one of you on this call is capable of having a six-figure business. Every single one of you on this call is not in competition with the other, because you are all completely different with completely different businesses. So it's about actually choosing to raise to this vibration together and creating a sisterhood. So coming from a place of gratitude, there is so much to feel appreciation for in this moment, in your day-to-day lives and moving forward. And that's the thing that is going to allow you to create more of the reality and the life that you want for yourself. So as I said, alongside that, stay informed. You know, I was saying that in my mastermind, in the women that I work closely with, we have chosen to, yes, stay informed, you know, over here in the UK, watching the 5 o'clock news, or you know, sharing the news with one another, but not spending hours through the day watching the news, because as we know, the media loves to just create this massive game show, and I don't think that it's always in our interest. So that's personal opinion. You know, do what works for you. It's super important to know what's going on, which is why I'm saying be informed, but also be really conscious about what you are exposing yourself to and how long you are exposing yourself to it, because again, it's not necessarily going to be the thing that allows you to operate in the way that you want to, in a way that serves you, and in a way that allows you to create more of the good feeling, the things that you want for your life moving forward. Alongside that, for those of you that are in a position right now where you've taken a hit with your income, with the current circumstances, another way that I encourage you to stay informed is to see what funding you are entitled to. That's going to vary depending on where you physically are, because I know that for those of you that aren't on this live call, that are catching the replay, you're all over the world. So see where you stand with that and see what support you can get if you need it. But, you know, ultimately, what I want to share with you is the importance of being kind to yourself. So in this reality that we're in right now, all of our lives look completely different. You know, we are needing to stay present, we are needing to self-isolate, but none of us have been in this situation before. So I also just want to take a minute to say it's okay to feel whatever you are feeling. There is no right and there is no wrong. So, you know, and this can be part of your, you know, your journaling process, is allow yourself to feel the feelings. You don't have to pretend everything's great, but it's about allowing yourself to feel it and then choosing to move on. Like, you don't need to sit in anything that doesn't truly serve you. So allow yourself to feel sad or whatever it might be, and then choose to let that go and move on, to move forward in your day, to do something that brings joy, to do something that makes you feel happy, to connect with someone that makes you feel good, because that's going to be something that allows you to feel more confident in yourself, to feel more productive in your day, and to feel like you can show up in your business authentically in a way that feels good. So just be kind to yourself and just know that there's no right or wrong way of doing this. Allow yourself to feel what you want to feel, but also know that, you know, it doesn't serve you to stay in a space that doesn't feel healthy or conducive to the energy that you want to create for any longer than, you know, you really, really need to. So, you know, with that said, you know, we've talked about the importance of being present, to connect with people that make you feel good and find joy in doing things that allow you to feel connected and peaceful and joyful in your day-to-day life. You know, and that can be in small measure, or it can be in a large measure. And as we know, like, days are varying. Like, some of us don't know what day. I'm definitely having days where I'm like, what day is it today? So, you know, regardless of the day or the time of day, if you need a moment for yourself, go and do something that brings you joy, that's so, so valuable to you and your business. Journal and seek gratitude in things. Choose to operate from that higher vibration where you want to be showing up, meeting, you know, the clients and the colleagues and all of the things that you want for your business, because they're there, but you need to rise to where they are. They're not going to come to you. That's one of the most important things in business. You know, stay informed and be kind to yourself, but also be kind to one another. Take care of one another, give each other that kindness as well, because we know that there are people around us in our homes and in our communities that need support. So I also, you know, my daughter, my 11-year-old daughter, posted a note through the door to some elderly neighbours the other day, just saying, let me know if I can get anything for you, call me if you want some company. So that might resonate with some of you, it might not, but we most likely all have people in and around us that might need some support right now. You guys be support to one another. You know, I also, for those of you that don't know, have the Beauty and Business Facebook group, which is specifically for hair and makeup artists. So, you know, create connection in that space, show up for one another. I continue to show up for you guys, but it's really an opportunity. That space is exclusively for like-minded women like yourself. So it's just about giving and showing up with that kindness. And ultimately, you know, what's all encompassing with this message and what I'm sharing with you guys today that is really going to allow you to find peace with where we're at and allow you to keep moving forward is to choose love. So this is about the conscious choice to not, you know, not allow yourself to choose fear, ultimately, to sit in fear, to indulge in fear, and, you know, just using your energy really productively. Because the thing that's going to allow you to be productive right now is just coming from a place that serves yourself and serves other people, that actually allows you to feel good. And what is amazing about this situation is that we all typically have more time on our hands. So use that time in a way that feels productive, that feels conducive, that allows you to get creative and allows you to get energized. Because like I said, when you show up with that energy in your business, you are unstoppable. You will start to see more progress than if you were sat at your laptop all day. Why do I keep a journal, says Simone? What kind of things should we be recording? Yeah, great question. You know, I choose to record a number of things, you know, one of the most important things being that gratitude. So I actually sit and spend a few minutes every single day acknowledging things I really appreciate. So I appreciate, you know, interactions that I've had with people. I appreciate new clients that have come into my life. I appreciate new money that's come into my life. I appreciate, you know, being able to step into my garden and feel like it's a really beautiful space and sitting with the sun on my face while I drink my coffee most mornings. It can be big things like I made $5,000 today. It can be small things like I had a nap and fell asleep, just chilling out in the sun, listening to the birds sing. You know, it can be I just fully acknowledge that there are people in illness right now and I have perfect health. That is a huge thing to appreciate. Another thing you can be journaling, like I said, is, you know, just really focusing on how you feel. It's not always roses. Like, it's totally okay for you to pause and journal and write how you are feeling or something that's challenged you, because that allows you to come from a place of just knowing yourself better and knowing what your challenges are. Because when you actually acknowledge that, and then alongside that you choose to, you know, consciously choose love, to be present, to connect with people that make you feel good, it allows you to actually overcome those challenges with less resistance and in a way that feels authentic and true. And it will mean that you can really truly let go of them. So when you feel fear or stress or anxiety, it's totally okay to allow yourself to feel it and acknowledge it, and then move forward into something that feels more productive, that feels like it's going to drive you forward, that feels more, you know, allows you to feel more at peace with yourself. So we've covered some serious ground here. Okay, there are a couple of things that I really want to share with you now, guys, that are centered around your business, like actually really being in your business alongside the self-care and the personal development side of things. Something that I can't stress to you enough is the importance of being in service to people. So I can guarantee that if every single one of you shows up in your business with the one purpose being to make a difference to other people's lives, if you have set up a sound structure for your business and you are showing up purely to be in service, purely to share your skill set, and purely to make a difference to other people, you will be successful in your business. Now, think about it, like, why am I showing up for you guys on this call? Do I have an agenda? No. For me, it's purely about wanting to support other women in business with things that I practice in my everyday life that has meant that I've not really seen any change in my business. I'm still working with clients, I'm still taking bookings, I'm still generating income, my income hasn't gone down, I'm still productive in my day. Nothing has changed in my business. I know that that isn't necessarily usual, but the fundamental reasons for that is because I choose to show up and be in service to people. It's not about me making money. It's not about personal agenda. It's not about bagging new clients all of the time. It is literally just wanting to show up and make a difference to people. And knowing that, you know, my business hasn't changed and there are core fundamental reasons why, it almost, you know, when you come from a place of really choosing love and wanting to make a difference to other people, it almost then starts to feel like a duty for you to just want to share with other people and make a difference to their lives. So that is literally the reason why I'm here, is because I know that by implementing all of these things that I'm sharing with you, if you know, listening and being present on the call is one thing, but actually going away and consciously choosing to do these things will create change in your life. It will allow you to make big leaps forward in your business time and time and time again as you continue to increase that vibrational level that you operate at. So one of the most important things that I can share with you today is to really consciously choose to be in service for other people. So show up in ways that allows you to share your skill set, share your talents as a creative, as a makeup artist or a hairstylist, but also as a human being. Like, how can you show up and be in service to people in your everyday life in general, both in and outside of business right now? Because I'll tell you what, you will put yourself out there to help someone, what will be also so fulfilling for yourself as well. And there is a lot of benefit to gain from that as well, okay, for everyone, for humanity, because it creates a lot of feel-good vibes for everyone involved. And so that's really the importance of choosing to come from a place of service, because it will allow you, you know, just as a natural byproduct, you will start to attract more clients, higher vibrational clients, clients that don't question your rates, clients that really appreciate what you have to offer, clients that see you as a valuable asset to their lives. Another thing that I want to share with you that is, you know, fundamentally why my business hasn't changed is the importance of having an online presence. You know, as we know right now, we can't go out and see clients, we can't physically be with them. And so the reason my business remains unchanged is because I've created over years a really solid online business for myself. You know, it's the beauty of why we all get to connect now. It's the beauty of online, and it's, you know, as we know this to be absolutely solidly true, no matter what industry you are in, it's the reality of knowing that everyone is online. Like, everyone is online. Your ideal clients are online. The money that allows you to create the lifestyle that you want for you and your family comes from online. You know, yes, we can physically see clients when we get back out there, but having an online presence is going to be the thing that allows you to experience 5, 10, 20k months, to generate 6-figure businesses. There are hair and makeup artists out there doing it. It's what I support my clients on doing, and it's totally possible for you. But it comes from really, you know, choosing to put these things into practice, to operate at a higher vibe, to come from a place of genuinely wanting to serve and make a difference to other people's lives, and creating a really solid online presence for yourself. It's just the reality of the age and the world that we live in today. And actually, you know, here's a really amazing belief to adopt right now, because we know it to be true, and that is, there has never been a better or easier time for you to generate 6 figures in your business. the power of online is like unparalleled, and it continues to become more expansive and lucrative every single day. So, you know, there is also the acknowledgement, if you are recognizing that you don't have a solid online platform right now, or for some of you don't have an online platform at all really, or you're not using it effectively, then absolutely get help. Like, reach out to someone that's doing it, reach out to someone that has already got the kind of business that you want, because if they're willing to help you, you know, it can be me, it can be someone else. There's no personal agenda here. Find someone that resonates with you, someone that has got the business that you want, or is doing the type of things that you want to achieve, or, you know, at the income level that you really want to strive towards, and learn from them. I actually reach out and be consciously decisive about this being your year, because one of the best things that my clients are feeding back to me, and again, this is all about personal attitude, being in isolation right now is amazing for their business, because it actually gives them the time freedom to completely knuckle down and stay focused on creating lasting and, you know, huge changes in their business that are going to allow them to generate thousands upon thousands of pounds, and, you know, create more of an impact in the world for their clients with their skill set than ever before. You know, the gift of time is absolutely huge. I just read The Gift of Time from you, Sean, as well. That was amazing. The gift of time is, you know, invaluable, and that's actually, as we know, like the biggest asset in the world today is time. So use this time wisely, do things that raise your vibration, come from a place of service, and create an online presence for yourself. And if you need help to do that effectively, get help, reach out, and know that, you know, at the end of the day, there is always a sisterhood here for you. So make sure, for those of you that aren't in the Facebook group, make sure that you join us. It's called Beauty and Business, hosted by Brooke Price. If you're already in it, then I want to invite you to show up and be present and engage and be conscious about showing up there and actually choosing to be someone with a voice, because that is you showing up to the world, being present for your business. It might be the back end of your business. You might not be client facing in that space, but again, this is all about how you choose to show up in your life, and therefore how you choose to show up in your business, and the sort of things that you create from, you know, from choosing to operate at a higher level, from stepping into the identity of the businesswoman that you want to be here and now, from showing up and wanting to, you know, be part of a sisterhood, wanting to be part of a tribe, wanting to help raise other people's vibrations, and just be totally conscious about the woman that you are becoming. So get help, be present in the group. You know, I would also love to see from you guys, as we wrap up now, like in the chat, I want to hear like what have been the biggest takeaways from you, what really resonates with you, or what are you committed to actually coming away from the call with today and actually putting into play. Is it, you know, choosing to raise your vibration? Is it consciously choosing to do things that bring you more joy, knowing that that is going to have a positive impact on your business? Is it creating a solid online platform for yourself so that you can help more people, so that you can share your skill set with the world, or so that you can generate more income for yourself? Or is it something else? Like, what fits for you, and what has really resonated with you that is going to allow you to get off this call and feel like you are going to move yourself forward in productive ways, in ways that feel good and allow you to operate at a higher level, becoming the businesswoman and the woman that you want to be in your life as a whole. So, you know, think about what kind of presence you want to have and how you want to show up to the world and who you want to be in that. And for those of you that really want some support on a one-to-one level, so that I can give you some guidance on, you know, we can really diagnose what your business looks like now and really discuss what it is you want to achieve. Like, where do you want to go with your business? What is the big goal for you? We can actually spend some time mapping out what that looks like. And I'm really happy for you guys to get a free call with me, so we can have a 45-minute breakthrough session, and I can just totally help you map out what that looks like. And I'll make sure that we share the link in the chat for you now, and I'll make sure that I follow up with it on email for you guys as well. So if you're wanting some one-on-one support to really hone in on what this looks like for you personally, and how we can support you in overcoming some of the challenges that you're facing in your business right now, I'm totally, you know, excited to be present for you guys and give you that opportunity. And just know that that's going out to everyone that's registered. So if you want to book some time with me, and my availability is completely booked out, because right now I have more demand than I have time slots. If you get a slot, then great. If you don't, then just whip us an email, hello@brookeprice.co.uk, and we'll make sure that we get some availability over to you when our next availability opens up. So I'm just checking in here, like Tammy is choosing to be more creative, to show up and be visible online and to add value to people. I absolutely love that, Tammy. Sian says, I'm making more connections by reaching out online, building my business through my online platforms and being present, and being okay when I need to take a breath and recharge to bring the right energy. I absolutely love that. And that's the thing, guys, like this is all about conscious choice. If you're not where you are wanting to be in your life and business, do something about it. If you need some support, get some support. If you know that you need to raise your vibe, then really put into play the things that I've shared with you on this call, because they will allow you to raise your vibration. Preeti says, connecting more and networking. Love it. So just, guys, to really summarize and evaluate everything that we've covered, we've talked about, the choice to be completely present in moments of fear or anxiety, and how that will really allow you to center yourself, to connect with people that allow you to feel energized, to feel joyful, and give you that human to human contact. Also find joy by doing things that actually bring you joy in your life, that actually make you feel happy, because again, that allows you to operate in a way that comes from a place of love and happiness and joy, and that allows you to serve so many other people in a really positive way than if it wasn't that way. To journal, so actually allow yourself to feel feelings, and to track your progress in that as well. Just give yourself that kindness, and to also acknowledge what you appreciate in your life right now, like where's the gratitude, and choose to operate at that vibration that is allowing you to just show so much appreciation. Because when you come from that real heart center, it allows you to create so much more abundance in your life, and that can be an abundance of time, that can be an abundance of money, that can be an abundance of clients, that can be an abundance of love, it can be an abundance of opportunity. Stay informed, make sure that you are staying on top of things and knowing what's going on, and making sure that you are keeping yourself safe. Also be kind to yourself, know that there isn't right and wrong in this, and that we are all just doing our best, and that however you feel in any particular moment, or however you choose to show up, is totally authentic to you, and that's okay. Take care of one another, and choose to come from a place of love instead of fear. So and this is something I've absolutely had to do, especially when my brother was telling me that there was a guy in the supermarket literally clearing out the shelves of soap. I felt really frustrated that was the reality, because I just thought that was not really having thought for other people that were in need of things right now, but also acknowledging that when people are operating in that way, they are just coming from a place of fear, and when you give people empathy for that, it allows you to let go of the frustration. Choosing love, just being productive with your energy, and being conscious about who you show up as and how you want to feel in your everyday lives. Coming from a place of service, which is going to be like the game changer in your business, and having an online presence, because we know, girls, that is where it's at. Choose to get help if you need it, choose to be present, engage with a sisterhood, and I would love to see in the meantime you guys sharing what has been useful for you, how you are choosing to show up, and what you are committed to achieving, and how you are choosing to be at this particular time in a way that feels good, that drives you forward, and allows you to keep evolving your business in ways that are high vibe, that allow you to connect with people that resonate with your message and your purpose in the world, because there is so much beauty in what you have to offer for you to share with the world, and every minute that you are not sharing that is an injustice. I really want you to reach your potential and feel fulfilled in the work that you do, and impact as many people as possible. So let's do whatever it takes to make that happen, and it all starts with how you choose to show up in your own everyday life, in and outside of your business. And for those of you that want a breakthrough call, I'll make sure that we get the link over to you, and I will look to connect, really look forward to connecting with more of you on a one-to-one level. So I hope you've enjoyed the call, guys. I'm going to have to go because I've got some clients to connect with. Monday night's always a busy one, but it's been such a joy to see your faces, to create some sisterhood, and I'll look forward to connecting with more of you soon. Lots of love, guys. Take care. Bye.